kickoff, number 51 there, big Jimmy Hubbard, son of Mr. James and Geneva Hubbard here in Baker. Well, we'll start the first postseason game for Baker Buffaloes tonight against the Broadmoor Buccaneers. Sid, I think the stage is set. Everybody in town's been waiting for this ball game, and we got a big crowd on the Baker side of the stadium over here tonight.
Back deep for Broadmoor's number 17. That's going to be Derek Williams, number 82. The ball's going to number 82 on about the 11-yard line. That's going to be Mike Arena with the ball. He's breaking back up. They got one man to stop him. Jimmy Hubbard.
Boy, goodness gracious, right off the bat. Of course, the kicker stays back as the safety man, and he got a kickoff, and he threw some good blocks down there, and he just sprung right through the middle, and it was a home run foot race then, and if it hadn't been for Jimmy Hubbard to slow him up and make the tackle, he could have been gone. See, Jimmy made a great open field effort that time, one-on-one. That's hard to do, I want to tell you. Well, look, Baker starts off at a disadvantage.
Well, Broadmoor has excellent field position. 1st and 10, the ball at the Baker 46-yard line. Handoff up the middle. No, number 20 kept the ball. It's a good fake.
Bucky
41, guys, y'all gave him great pressure.
Beautiful pursuit.
It's number 23 in on the tackle for Baker. Cedric James in on the tackle. We had good pursuit up the middle that time by Alton Gajon, who forced Bucky Richardson deep with the ball. And then Cedric James came up from his cornerback position to run him out of bounds on the far side.
See, that's the man that we're looking to give us trouble tonight is number 20, Bucky Richardson. Now, everybody knows he's a junior, but I want to tell you, he has really matured this year as a quarterback, just like our quarterback has him. I want to tell you what, he's a fine athlete.
Well, it's a loss of 10 yards on the play. It brings up 2nd down and 20.
From the shotgun.
Richardson got the ball out here to number 17. He has enough for a 1st down on the play. 20-yard pickup on a play. That was Derek Williams, number 17, on the reception.
Said he was lined up in the quarterback, Bucky Richardson, lined up in the shotgun that time. It's going to be an obvious pass play unless it's like a little shovel pass or something, but the defensive secondary was kind of split wide open that time, and 17 came out of the backfield wide open without anybody on him. I don't know if it was a breakdown in Baker's secondary or what.
Well, they have a 1st and 10 on Baker's 31-yard line. That's number 37, the ball carrier. It's going to be Darrell Harris for the Buccaneers. Brings the ball inside the 30-yard line down to about the 28-yard line.
Well, we have first series of downs here at Wedge County Stadium where the Baker Buffaloes is on defense on the first series of downs, and Bucky Richardson has brought the offensive Buccaneers out here on the first drive, and on 3 or 4 good plays has moved the ball down to the Baker 28-yard line. Of course, it was after a nice kickoff return down to the Baker 45.
Brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Bucks. 12-yard line.
Number 37. Darrell Harris carries the ball for Broadmoor that time, right off tackle, Sid, and it appeared it was an option play, and Bucky Richardson seen where his the first back could make some yardage, so he let him have the football, and he takes it for about...
another 1st down. Takes it down to the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up another 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers at the Baker 21-yard line.
Well, I'm sure Baker will get their business straight, but it goes without saying on his first series of downs, their defense is not impressive at all so far.
Good pursuit that time over on the opposite side of the field. That's number 88, Brosette, in on the tackle for Baker, John Brosette. Lost some yardage on the play.
Had an option play again that time, and Bucky went out there, and he didn't make the pitch, man. He decided to keep it, but he didn't have any speed going for him at all, and Baker had some good pursuit and managed to drop him for about a 5-yard loss.
Brings up 2nd down and 14, the ball just outside the 25-yard line. That time, number 77, Matt Young, had got across the line very quick. And
Bucky Richardson's in the shotgun again. There's a man out here, number 22. He's going to chuck it.
He caught the ball, but he was out of bounds when he caught it. Good defensive coverage that time in the backfield for secondary for the Buffaloes.
We had number 28, Danny Allen, and Mike Red was both right there with the man. But the ball was caught, but he was well out of bounds.
Brings up a 3rd down and 14. Ball just outside the 25-yard line.
I think that Broadmoor's come out here knowing that they're a wild card team. They're just going to have to throw everything they got at the Buffaloes and not take anything for granted, and they have so far. See, they're throwing the moon to us. Here comes Bucky.
It's going to be close to a first down.
I think he's going to have the yardage, Sid.
He does. He has enough for a first down. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Bucks at the 11-yard line.
It's the young man we're talking about, number 20, Bucky Richardson. He rolls out right that time and sees a clear alley down the sideline and gets over 14 yards, about 15 yards on the gain. It was 3rd down and 14. And around the ends, Baker's broke down all but two plays where we've contained them around the end, and both times it was around the left offensive end, the right defensive side over there stopped them, but
hand off to number 37. He's stopped by number 41, Gajon.
Darrell Harris carries for Broadmoor that time. When they're running off tackle, the backs for Broadmoor's getting through the defensive line. It's the linebackers that's having to make the tackles. So the offensive line's doing a job on our defensive line so far. Boy, they have us at a disadvantage, doggone it, all the way down to the 8-yard line now with 2nd down and what, about 7 yards?
2nd and 7.
Broadmoor's got something working for him right now.
Richardson on a keep. He's bottled up nicely there by the Buffaloes.
Be no gain on the play. He stopped at about the original line of scrimmage there.
There again, it was number 41, Gajon in on the play along with number 77.
Said, I'm not coaching Broadmoor, but I'm going to tell you, he's going to the left side there. They're getting nothing. They managed to make the yardage around the right side, and now, where the ball spotted on the left hash mark, the wide side of the field is to the offensive right side. So I think you can see them giving the defensive end over here and Danny Allen and Mike Red a test around this side this time to see what'll happen, because they've gained some heavy yardage on this side so far. Here he comes. Here he comes, pitchback.
Good job slowing him up that time by number 84, Converse. Converse came blowing across from his defensive end position, grabbed the guy, slowed him up, tripped him up, and he went down.
Number 84, Thomas Converse, did a fine job at defensive end that time getting in there, because I want to tell you, had he missed that tackle, that man would have been in the end zone, see? There was a good block thrown on Danny Allen out there that time, and it left an alley open back to the inside.
Number 41, Alton Gajon. Number 45, Larkin Weber, linebackers for the Buffs, are on the sideline talking to defensive coordinator, Coach Joe Moock. Broadmoor's called time out here on a 4th and 7. I'm sure they want to assess this situation, try to come up with the right play to put the ball in the end zone, or at least get enough yards for first down. Of course, you're not looking but about a yard difference between a first down and a touchdown.
What a tell. There we have the man in the red shirt right there. No.
Number 77, Matt Young, also came to the sideline to confer with Coach Moock. I think another reason that our linemen have been coming across the line, they've really been putting good pressure on the quarterback, and they've been blowing across that line just about this whole series of downs here. And, of course, it has. Our linebackers have had to stay home and make the tackle on several plays.
Oh, we have it. What down is it now?
4th down and 7.
Well, here's a test for the Baker Buffalo defense.
Big Matt Young, good job. Matt Young, 77 and number 84, Converse, both coming in from opposite sides of the line of scrimmage there to throw Bucky Richardson for a loss. It was a great defensive effort that time by the Buffaloes, with the Bucks having 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line and coming up short. That was a good defensive effort by Bucky.
The defense speaks for itself in a situation like that. Broadmoor, on that whole series of downs, had everything working for them. Everything, it seemed like that they did it right. When it got down to where it was for all the marbles, the Buffalo defense got tough and held them out of the end zone. That speaks highly of the defense.
What's Buffalo's first play from scrimmage in this ball game? Handoff, number 1, Sampson, right up the middle. Looks like he picked up about 5, maybe 6 yards on a play.
It was Tony Sampson, number 1, carrying the ball for Baker that time.
6-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 4 for the Buffaloes. Dino Nettles going in motion for the Buffs. Pitch back to number 24.
Al Cummins slipped down in the backfield. He takes the pitch back from the quarterback, and it looked like they had a defender right there in front of him. He was going to try to cut back real quick, Sid.
That time, the defensive end for the Broadmoor, number 85, Chad Newman, did a good job of coming across and made Converse try to reverse field and cut back up the grain, and he lost his footing. His knee touched the ground, and, of course, the referee was right there. Brings up a third down and 9 for the Buffaloes. Ball at about the 19-yard line.
Chris Moock.
Moock doing a great job of staying on his feet that time. Just scrambling forward. He's going to be short of the first down yardage, but he did a good job of getting away from the defenders back there in the backfield. They had a good rush on him.
He really did, Sid, and on that scramble that time, they hit him about 4 yards short of where he's at, and he went on a 3-point stance for another 4 yards, just really trying to get that first down. Back to punt's going to be number 51, Jimmy Hubbard for the Buffaloes.
Back deep for the Broadmoor Buccaneers, number 17, Derek Williams. Kicks going to Williams.
Good
Stop
pursuit.
right there.
Good defensive pursuit that time by the Buffaloes.
Going to give Broadmoor first and 10 on their own 45-yard line. You know, both possessions here that Broadmoor's had in this fourth quarter has been good field position, right around midfield both times.
Yeah, the first time they took possession on that good kickoff return, they took possession on the Baker 45, and on this punt right here, they got field position, like you said, on the 45-yard line, which is excellent field position. They've had the advantage of field position tonight. It looks like that the Baker defense is going to get their workout. They've been on the field, it's 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the first quarter. They've been on the field all but 3 plays. Little option play, pitch back to number 37.
Good job that time. Danny Allen, number 28, and Glenn Red, number 11, both in on the, Mike Red, brother, both in on the tackle for Baker that time. Did an excellent job of coming from their cornerback and safety position and stopped the ball carrier, number 37, for no gain. He's going to bring up second and 10, the ball at the 45.
There we have old Danny Boyle, number 28. Made a good tackle that time, Dan. Proud of you.
Good time up the middle that time. That's going to be number 81. Howard Bonaventure in on the tackle that time for the Buffs. After a very short pickup of about 2 yards, it's going to bring up third down and 8 for Broadmoor.
The defenses look like they're doing a fine job this time. All right.
Good job by Larkin Weber, number 45, putting pressure up the middle. Excellent job by number 11, Mike Red. He was defending number 82 on the play, got his hand in front of the man, and just knocked the ball away. That'll bring up fourth down and 8 for Broadmoor, and certainly be in punt formation. Back deep for Baker is number 1, Tony Sampson, received the ball. Up short is number 6, Ty Thomas.
And Bucky Richardson, the quarterback, he does everything, Sid. He's back here to punt the football. That's dangerous because you don't, in different situations in the ball game, he's capable of doing anything from that position.
Definitely trying to kick to the corner. Taking a Broadmoor bounce, going inside the 10-yard line, all the way down to about the 9-yard line.
Well, you can say that the ball's bouncing in Broadmoor's favor so far. That was a good punt, and Tony Sampson, who was deemed to receive it, who was hit from our audience on TV by the black telephone pole here, was chose not to receive the football that time, let it roll down. They took a good roll for Broadmoor down inside the Baker 10-yard line.
That was Bucky Richardson got 45 yards on that last punt. Baker comes out in the wishbone. Pitch back to number 1, Sampson. He's trying around the left side. He breaks across the line of scrimmage. He's all the way out to the 17-yard line. be just short of a first down.
That little man right there can run the football. And I'm going to tell you, he uses his head. Said when he rounded the corner, he shot upfield, and he started to get into traffic, and he puts both hands around the football when he starts to get into traffic. That's good thinking on the part of a little junior running back like that, I want to tell you.
Well, he picked up 9 yards on a play. It's going to bring up second down and 1, the ball on about the 17-yard line.
Craig Beeman, number 21, coming off the field for Baker there. Guess he's being replaced by number 2, Alfred Hudson.
Hudson carries the ball for Baker. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. Up near the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up a first and 10 for the Buffaloes, just shy of the 20-yard line.
Said we got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter here at Wedge Kai Stadium. It's this game so far has been everything it's cracked up to be between the Broadmoor Buccaneers and the Baker Buffaloes. It so far looks like momentum's on Broadmoor's side. The few breaks that we've had in this ball game's going their way, but I think they've made the breaks with their offensive effort.
It's number 24 on the carry for the Buffaloes. He's all the way out to about the 25-yard line. Pick up of about 6 yards on a play. He's going to bring up second and 4.
Here comes Al Cummins off the field for Baker, number 24. Look, we've been talking about this host of running backs Baker's got. They didn't know what they had at the first of the season in running backs, but they found out throughout the season they've got a whole mess of running backs back there. It's hard for these Buccaneers to key on a running back like they could in the first ball game. They pretty much knew what to look for in the first ball game. But right now, we can throw 5, 6, 7 runners at them right now. They don't know who's going to carry the ball.
Good job that time. Number 21, Craig Beeman with the carrying ball. You know, Craig's running tonight on that carry just like he did in the last game of the season against Glenos. He just exploded out of that backfield, and he did that time, brought the ball all the way out to the 36-yard line, gave Baker another first down. It was a good job by Craig Beeman.
Sid, I want to compliment him, too, for using his head by hanging on to that football. He had a real good hold on that football because the defensive man that went after him went for the football, grabbed him by the arm that he had the football in, and he managed to just to maintain control of it.
Number 84, Converse checked out of the game. Number 88, Brossett's in for the Buffaloes. Hand off that time to number
32,
Dino Nettles. Nowhere. He ran into the big number 75, John Bro, for the Buccaneers. No gain. In fact, he lost nearly a yard. Gonna bring up second down and 11.
Sid, I'm not sure there wasn't a little mix-up as to which hole he was supposed to be running that time. It didn't look like that he exploded out of the backfield. It looked like it was a mix-up whenever the handoff was made as to where he was exactly supposed to be. That'll happen, but at least Baker's working himself up to some decent field position right now, having got the ball out to their own 40-yard line. Looked like there was a movement on the line. I don't know if it was on the offense or defense. Here's a flag on the play.
Is illegal procedure against Baker. That'd be a 5-yard penalty.
There was definitely some premature movement before the ball was snapped that time on the line of scrimmage.
Bring up a second down and 16. The ball's going to be right near the 30-yard line.
Well, they'll get the down over. Sid, I'm not sure that was a wise decision for Broadmoor. That had them second and 11, and having give up that down, it would have been third and 11. So now they're giving them the down over. It'll be second and 15, and on a pass play, that 5 yards might not make that much difference. It just gives you an extra down to work with. I think you can look for Baker to go to the air right now on this down.
Hand off that time to Beeman again. Craig gets the penalty yardage back, all the way back to the original line of scrimmage near the 36-yard line. So it should bring up third down and 10 for the Buffaloes.
That's what I know about football. I was looking for a pass play that time. Maybe they thought Broadmoor's defense was looking for it too. That might have been a good choice of plays. Every time I call a play like that beforehand and I'm wrong, Bert and Jed stand back here and they love that. They laugh at me, making fun of me back here, folks. What are we going to do?
Moock's back to pass. Number 89 came in from his defensive end position. No one ever touched number 89 for Broadmoor. That's Mike Capello. Mike Capello, number 89 for Broadmoor, came in and just blindsided Chris Moock for nearly a 10-yard loss back to the 26-yard line, which is going to bring up 4th down and 20 yards to go for a first.
We have a timeout called on the field. Well, that's the end of the first quarter of play, folks. Here at Wedge Guy Stadium in the first postseason game of the state playoffs. The score is 0-0. We're going to take a break and be back in a few moments for the...
First State Bank introduces the new Super Money.
Stewart's back to punt for Baker.
Jimmy standing on about the 15-yard line.
It's
not a very high punt, but it's going down to number 82. Good hard tackle over there by number 84, Thomas Converse, and number 79, Chip Morgan.
Here we have big Chip Morgan, number 79, along with Thomas Converse coming to the sideline. Big Chipperoo Morgan.
39 yards on that punt for Jimmy Hubbard that time. Once again, Broadmoor comes out with excellent field position right around midfield. They've got the ball 1st and 10 on their 47-yard line. Number 17 with the handoff there.
There's a
flag down on the play.
We might see face mask on this thing, Sid. I don't know. Let's see.
It's stopped by number 90, Big Turk Moore, number 77, Matt Young, in on a tackle that time.
Yeah.
Face mask.
Face mask violation that time.
Against Baker.
It's going to be against the Buffaloes. Doggone it. Made a good effort at the line that time, tackling big number 17, but they got a hold of the face mask. I don't know if it was inadvertently or if it was a flagrant violation.
Well, we got a break here. We'd like to recognize our sponsors for tonight's game. Billy Ann's Flowers and Gifts, Miss Billy Ann Riddle.
There's only a 5-yard. It's only a 5-yard penalty, Sid. I think it was just a inadvertent face mask on the tackle where the man's hand or arm rushed across the face mask.
We'll get back to the sponsors a little later.
We've got a timeout down here. We got an equipment problem down here on the sideline. That's what the holdup is. Turk Moore's got chin strap problems or something wrong with his helmet. Coach Stewart ain't appreciating that at all. They had to get him out of the ball game, and the big 79 Chip Morgan goes in the ball game. There we have it.
Richardson gets the first down for Broadmoor, takes the ball down inside the Baker 40-yard line, down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made that time by number 28, Danny Allen, and with some assistance from Alton Gajan, number 41, the linebacker.
Bucky Richardson keeping the ball that time. He's downfield. He could go all the way. He is. Bucky Richardson taking the ball in from 38 yards out. Had number 43 that time. Cedric Triplett on his back. He carried Cedric from about the 5-yard line all the way into the end zone. I don't think he was going to be denied that touchdown. And with 11 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter, Broadmoor struck first blood here in the ball game and ahead of the Buffaloes 6-0.
Lining up for the extra point now. 25. No good, I don't believe.
Kick's no good. It was off to the left, so Broadmoor fails on the extra point attempt, so the score remains 6-0. 11
minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Broadmoor strikes pay dirt. The score is 6-0. We're going to take a break for commercial message. Be back in just a second. Touchdown on a runner in that time. had a little breakdown in the defensive secondary on the left defensive side. I don't know exactly whose position the breakdown was in, but they scored a touchdown, and they lead the Baker Buffaloes here with 11 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the first half by a score of 6-0. Baker has generated very little on offense, and their defense has been on the field the biggest part of the first half of the ball game tonight. We have the Broadmoor team back to kick off.
Ball's going down to number 1, Tony Sampson, who takes it on the 15-yard line. He's hit there immediately by a whole host of Broadmoor tacklers. Gets the ball out to near the 20-yard line, about the 19-yard line, and marking
Baker's
the ball.
Kickoff team, Sid, is leaving the runner alone back there too long. They're not retreating back to set up any kind of an interference for him. They need to retreat back too around the runner so they can form some sort of a wall, whether it's a wall or a wedge, so he can spring him. And
Baker has first and 10 on the 21-yard line. Greg, I got some first quarter statistics. In first downs, Baker had 2, Broadmoor 3. Yards rushing, Baker 28, Broadmoor 7. Yards passing, Baker 0, Broadmoor 24.
Sampson's carrying for the Buffaloes that time.
Good defense that time again by the Broadmoor. He picked up 2 yards.
What do you have in
second down
passing
8.
that time? What do you have in passing?
Passing, Baker had 0. Broadmoor had 24 yards. So first quarter statistics were kind of close with 2 first downs for Baker, 3 for Broadmoor. Total offense was 28 yards for Baker, 31 yards for Broadmoor.
They started the second quarter off a little different here. Broadmoor's already put the ball in the end zone for a touchdown.
Reverse with Sampson. Sampson's got some yardage. He brings the ball all the way out to the 34-yard
There's
line.
a flag on the play.
Looks like it might be a clip.
And the people in the Baker stands are upset, so might be against the Buffaloes. Let's see. I hate to.
Sampson had enough for a first down that time, but it is a clip against Baker, so it's going to nullify that good game by Sampson that
Well,
time.
we almost got to see the official give us the signal that time. Goose over there watching the ball game, and he didn't even buy a ticket. Said, we got him in here free. You're supposed to keep the camera on the mat. There we go. The big 15-yard penalty against the Baker Buffaloes on a clipping call after a nice run that time by Tony Sampson.
Bring up with the penalty, it's going to bring up second down and 15 for the Buffaloes. Tell you, something like that takes a lot of wind out of a little man's sail like that after he makes a beautiful run like he did. That's Moock with a keeper. He's got good yardage on the play all the way out to the 25, 26-yard line. Ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. Bring up a third down and 5 for the Buffaloes.
Well, we managed some good yardage on that play to get back where it'll be, like you said, third down with only 5 yards to go. We hadn't seen the Moock-Thomas combination tonight, Sid. We hadn't seen Chris throw many passes at all. Here, we might see it now, though.
He's airing it out down here with number 1.
Tony Sampson.
Oh, just over outstretched arms of number 1, Tony Sampson. Moock threw that ball that time all the way down here to about the 48-yard line of Broadmoor. It was a long pass. He really aired it out, but it was just a little over the head of number 1.
Sad part
Tony
about it
Sampson.
is Tony was, he had his man beat, Sid. But on such a long pass like that, it's easy to overthrow you, man. And he is a speedster. He's fast enough to get under that football, but...
Well, it brings up fourth down and 5 for the Buffaloes. They'll have to punt here. Snaps a little high. Good punt by number 51, Hubbard. It drives number 17 all the way back to his 34-yard line. Well, he's
and we
going
got
to be...
a flag on the play. Doggone it. Now look, I'm gonna tell you what, see, that's kind of unjustifiable there. The man's running the football full speed, and the defender running at him full speed, and he slips and falls down. And how is the defender going to stop his momentum at a time like that?
I agree with you. I think that was a bad call, but that's called down there on the field there. But I agree with you.
A late hit, 15-yard penalty brings the ball to midfield against the Buffaloes. That's an unfortunate call on the part of the official. Again, like I said, the defender's running full speed toward the man. He slips down, and you can't stop while the forward motion that you have as a defender. And the crowd is not liking this at all.
I don't blame him. I don't like it either. I tell you, that was just something that was not intentional whatsoever. Number 27 on the carry. Buffalo's good defense that time.
It might take something like that to fire this Baker defense up, I'm going to tell you.
Well, it's 1 yard pickup on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Ball on the Baker 49-yard line. Hand off number 17. Takes the ball down to about the 46-yard line. Derek Williams on the carry for Broadmoor that time.
It's going to be third down now.
Third down and 7. Greg, you know, if you look at this game tonight, of course, the field conditions are entirely different from what they were when we played Broadmoor in regular season. In that game, it was rainy, wet, muddy, terrible field conditions. Tonight, the field is dry. Good pursuit. They're going to wrap him up way back here.
Oh, intentional grounding.
Nope. It was number 17. Pass was intended for number 17.
Come on, doggone it now. Wait a minute.
He was definitely in the grasp of number 77.
He was in the grasp, but had he completed the pass? Oh, doggone it. That's just poor exhibition on the part of the officials. See, and I'm going to tell you, Coach J.C. Stewart is not liking this a bit. They had 3 defenders, had him wrapped up back there. He could do nothing, and he intentionally grounded the football if there ever was a case of intentional grounding one.
Well, it brings up 4th down and 6 for Broadmoor. And,
folks, if it sounds like a partisan announcer, it is.
Kicks going into the end zone. The ball will be brought back out to the 20-yard line. Well, Baker have 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Greg, what I was fixing to say, you know, as far as the field conditions are entirely different, but this game so far, to me, has been the shades of the past when we met them during regular season. Broadmoor's had excellent field position the whole night so far, and Baker has had very poor field position. Something that we had seen in our last meeting with them back during regular season.
Well, see, if getting breaks means anything, Broadmoor's in the ball game because of breaks so far. I'm gonna tell you, they out of all the breaks that's taken place, they've got them all so far. Maybe the pendulum will swing a little bit. Well, if it was ever going to call an intentional grounding call, that would have been it a while ago. There's a flag on the play. There's another flag on the play against Baker. I'm saying against Baker. It was thrown in the Baker backfield, folks. I don't know who it's against.
Preliminary indication that it is against Baker.
The head official is, I don't know what we're looking at. I think we're looking at the team retreat. I can't see the official. Yeah, there he is. I missed the call. I didn't get to see. There's the signal. He's giving the signal off to the side, folks. You can't see him.
The 5-yard penalty is a 5-yard penalty against the Buffs. It's going to bring up 1st and 15. The ball at the Baker 15-yard line. Hand off to number 21, Beeman that time off of right tackle. Little or no gain on play. Looked like he may have picked up maybe about a yard.
We got 7 minutes and 6 seconds with the clock running here in the first half of play, folks. Broadmoor's struck pay dirt early in the second quarter and leads the Baker Buffaloes by a score of 6-0. Baker's been in the hole the entire ball game so far. with poor field position, and when they do get a break and try to get out toward midfield, things happen to him, whether it's a penalty or what have you. But I think most of the penalties tonight's been against the Buffalo. No doubt about it.
Number 24 with the reception. He's all the way out to the 30-yard line. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. That was a good pass, good reception by number 24, Al Cummings, that time. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Buffaloes. With 6 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the first half, and Baker trailing Broadmoor 6-0. This is a big 3rd down play for Baker.
Well, we can't see the quarterback. He's hid behind the telephone post here.
Good hard run by number 32, Dino Nettles. Dino looks like he's got enough of the first down for the Buffaloes to keep this drive alive.
I'm going to tell you what, he got that first down himself, Sid. Where they hit him at first, he didn't have it. And then just with stamina and guts, he just stuck in there and got that extra yardage to pick up a first down for the Baker Buffalo.
Ball's at the Baker 34-yard line. It's got a 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes here with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half.
Baker needs to put something together right now in the waning minutes of this first half to try to get on the scoreboard.
Interception. Number 22 with the ball. Brings it back down to about the 32-yard line.
I can't imagine what took place. It looked like a little lob pass over there, and the intentional receiver didn't know he was supposed to catch it. He went out to throw a block on somebody in the secondary. Said he never did look up for the football.
Well, it looked like it's definite mix-up on that play. That was number 22, Tim Nichols, on the interception for Broadmoor. Once again, it gives Broadmoor excellent field position with 1st and 10 on the Baker 31-yard line.
And we talked about field position. They've got it again. They get another break. The breaks has definitely gone the ways of the Buccaneers so far tonight.
Pitch back to number 37. Darryl Harris takes the ball down to the Baker 26-yard line.
Well, I'm going to tell you, there wasn't any great effort on the part of the Baker defense to keep him from making no more yardage than he made. He just cut back in and slipped down and lost his balance. I don't know what's happening around the ends tonight, but they're just, Broadmoor's doing it well, what they want to do. That option play, which they've been famous for years, and we said that before the first game when they played Broadmoor. They can run the option, they execute it well. Their JV even executes the option well. They play it all of their lives.
Good pursuit that time by the Buffaloes. They got him for a loss back here.
See it again, running the ball to the offensive left, to the defensive wide side of the field. They've gained very little tonight. Everything that Broadmoor has done, they've done it wide to the right side. And not taking anything away from the boys over on that side, but it's just a fact that that's where they've managed to put it on us, is going to their right against our left defensive cornerback and left defensive end and safety over there.
3rd down and 6 for Broadmoor. Ball at the 27. It's pitched back to Harris again. Good job that time by number 84, Thomas Converse, who came from his defensive end position and tripped up number 37, Harris, and for a loss of yardage again. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 6 to go for first.
That was a good effort on the part of the defense, and I guess the most exciting part about that play, Sid, is all of those referees' handkerchiefs stayed in their pocket that time. You know, when we do something good, we've been seeing yellow fly up in there.
Well, number 37 is down on the field. He's still down. The trainer's out there with him for Broadmoor. Be interesting to see what Broadmoor does here on the 4th down and 6. The ball on the Baker 29-yard line. Number 37, Darryl Harris, is up under his own power and walking off the field. We got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first half, and Baker's trailing Broadmoor 6-0. Broadmoor has the ball, 4th down and 6 on the Baker 29-yard line. And they're definitely not going to punt. They're going for the for the play here. Bucky Richardson's in a shotgun. He's got the ball. He's throwing it downfield. Overshoots number 17, Derek Williams. So Baker take over on a change of possession here. Baker's defense did an excellent job that time of stopping the Broadmoor when Broadmoor turned the ball over on an interception. That gave Broadmoor excellent field position on Baker 31-yard line, and the fans are giving the defense a hand as they come off the field.
See, that football on that last play was overthrown. I believe that the intended receiver had the defense beat again. Had the ball been on Moock, he could have made a reception.
He did have a step on his man. Richardson just overthrew him that time.
Baker's very seldom played a whole football game this year. As you know, they play a good, one of the halves they play is usually a good super duper, but it's going to have to be the second half tonight because it hadn't been the first half.
Moock tried to get the ball out here to number 32, Dino Nettles. It was almost intercepted again by number 24 for the Bucks. Dino had cut to his left, and Moock delivered the ball to his right. Just a little mix up there. But it's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Buffaloes. The ball at the Baker 29-yard line with 4 minutes left to go in the first half.
Well, the few pass plays that Baker's tried tonight, the receivers have been well covered. Broadmoor's defensive secondary is to be commended for the job they've done so far. Because I think if Baker's breakdown on defense is anything, it's been in their secondary.
Moock's chased out of the pocket. He's got tremendous pressure on him. He loses the ball, gets it back, does a good job of getting the ball back on about the 23-yard line.
After he loses about 6 or 7 yards on the play.
It's going to bring up a third and long for Baker. The ball on the 22-yard line. Bring up third down and 16 for the Buffalo. Number 24, Al Cummings checks in the ball game for Baker, brings a play in. Baker definitely in a passing situation here with third down and 16. Tony Sampson flanked out far to the left side of the field. Moock's throwing the ball back to number 24. He's got some room. Cummings brings the ball out, back out to about the 31-yard line as a flag down on the field, back up here at the 50-yard line, the vicinity of Ty Thomas, and number 22 for Broadmoor. That's going to be Tim Nichols. See what the discussion here is. Personal foul against Broadmoor.
Doggone it if we didn't get one. What do you say?
Personal foul against Broadmoor. Flag was thrown back up here in the vicinity of midfield.
Those guys in the striped shirts never cease to amaze you. They've even called a penalty against Broadmoor now. What do you say? Doggone it. Oh, Joe Plantis is getting a kick out of this partisan announcing up here, but he forgets where we get these votes from when we get in this office.
That brings the ball up to the...
Joe, y'all can't write like that, but we can announce like that. This is hometown TV, man. Thank you very much.
Well, a penalty brings the ball out to the 45-yard line. Baker 45-yard line gives Baker a 1st and 10 at their own 45 with 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Score Broadmoor 6, Baker nothing.
That's been one of the finest offensive plays Baker's had tonight, Sid.
Well, it was a good run by number 24, Cummings, that time.
It really was, not taking anything away from him.
Moock's back to pass. He tries to get the ball into number 88, Brosette. Very good coverage that time by Broadmoor by number 36. That'll be, well, he's not on our roster, so I don't know who he is, but very good coverage that time by Broadmoor. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, ball still on the 45-yard line.
We have Coach Stewart talking to Al Cummins, sending in the play, number 24. Coming out of the off the field will be number 21, Craig Beeman.
Greg, we talked about field position all night, but Baker, with 2 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the first half, has yet to cross midfield.
I've got to believe they've read the Air Force Academy's manual. They're going to have to go to the air right now. You can book it. Here goes Tony Sampson.
Well, somebody broke down. They had 3 of our linemen right there, but trying to protect Moock, but 2 of Broadmoor's linemen got in on him that time, threw him back for a big loss all the way back to the 34-yard line.
See, Sampson's fast. He come down the right side of the field that time to the near side, and it looks like he was going to beat the defenders. I don't think the offensive line is maintaining the coverage for or the protection for Moock that they need to.
Now, there's been several times where our receivers have gotten open, have beaten their men, but Moock has been forced to come out of the pocket or just have to scramble for his life back there, and he just doesn't have any time to throw the ball. Brings up 3rd down and 20. Moock back to pass once again. Moock throwing it. Threw the ball to number 6, Ty Thomas. Ty just couldn't hold on to the ball. Moock did a good job of getting rid of it. He had a man on his back when he threw the ball.
Well, they're going to bring in the punting team now. It's 4th down and 20 yards to go for Baker. With 1 minute and 52 seconds left to go in the first half of play here. They're trailing the Broadmoor Buccaneers by a score of 6-0. Big Jimmy Hubbard, number 51, back to punt for the Buffalo.
I tell you what, Moock's had to run for his life back there tonight. He just has not had the protection that he's accustomed to. Beautiful punt by Jimmy Hubbard. Fair catch being called for at a 20-yard line.
There's a flag on
the flag.
What is the deal?
That was a 36-yard punt with great hang time that time by number 51.
Baker because they're going to say he didn't give the receiver enough territory. He's supposed to leave him like 3 yards or something. And what is the ruling on that?
There's a 2-yard barrier around the receiver, and if you violate that space, they're going to call a flag.
That's the same little referee. He's been entertaining Baker over here tonight with that flag. Somebody needs to sew it in his pocket.
Well, with the penalty, it brings the ball out to the 35-yard line where 1 minute and 42 seconds left to go in the first half. Broadmoor has the ball 1st and 10 on their 35. Number 17 right up the middle. Breaking tackles and hurdling people, brings the ball all the way down to the Baker 48-yard line. That's number 17, Derek Williams, with a fine job of carrying the ball that time. Just exploded. Picked up about 17 yards on the play, all the way down to the Baker 47-yard line. It's going to bring up another 1st down for Broadmoor.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this first half of play has been Broadmoor's. They've done that well, what they want to do, it looks like. Look, these two. Incomplete pass that time. These guys come out here to play football. They're not just, even though they're leading here with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go in the first half, they're going for another touchdown. They're throwing everything they can at Baker's defense to try to get back in that end zone again. You like to see aggressive football like that.
Well, we've had a couple bad breaks tonight, but I tell you what, these Buccaneers have made their own breaks in several instances tonight already. And I tell you what, I hate to say it, but this game is going to just about like it did the last time we met them. Pass was intended for 22, Tim Nichols, just off the mark. Nichols was open, but Richardson didn't get the ball to him. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Now, the ball wasn't even near on mark that time, Sid. I don't see my needle moving over here like it's supposed to. What's the deal?
Hand off up the middle. We'll bring up a 4th down play.
Again.
Clock's running with 59 seconds left to go in the second half.
Timeout.
First half,
calling a timeout. We can get his players' attention. And it is a timeout with 51 seconds left to go in the first half. Appears that Broadmoor is going to probably go into punt formation. It's 4th down and about 7 yards to go. So,
well, with 4th down and 5 for the Buccaneers, the ball on the Baker 44-yard line. Broadmoor appears that they're going to punt the ball to Baker.
We'll have a halftime show for you folks here in about 51 more playing seconds, and Mr. Bert Carson is going to do some announcing for the halftime entertainment. Broadmoor came out here to play football tonight, Sid, and there was no doubt in anybody's mind that they would. I think Baker's boys are ready to play football. I think that, you know, a few of the breaks that went the other way so far has been advantageous to them.
Number 1, Sampson doing a good job of getting the ball out to the 15-yard line.
It looked like they was trying to set up that time to run a little handoff reverse, but the ball came down in such a way they didn't have an opportunity. Tony turned around to see if he could find somebody to hand it back to, but
with 39 seconds left to go in the first half, Baker has the ball first and 10 on their own 15-yard line.
Boy, don't that sound familiar, on their own 15-yard line. All night long, we've been deep in our own territory. Maybe the pendulum will swing in the second half. We can start getting some of that field position.
I tell you what, Greg, you know, Broadmoor, hey, these kids are ready to play. This game is just about taking the same scenario as the last ball game, and of course we all said wet field, bad conditions, and all this, but hey, you couldn't ask for any drier field than we have tonight, and Broadmoor is taking it to us again.
All right, had a little change of tapes here. A little technical difficulty. It wasn't no difficulty for them. It was for us. We couldn't talk for a few minutes.
Well, Baker's got a 1st and 10. The ball on about the 27-yard line with 30 seconds left to go in the first half. As a fumble on a play, Sampson looks like he got the ball back. Tony Sampson fumbled and got the ball back. Looked like he was stripped of the ball.
Got a timeout on the field called by Baker again with 19 seconds left to go on the clock in the first half. I think Coach Stewart, Coach Stewart's calling Chris Moock over to the sideline. I think he's wanting to. I don't know. I don't think he's wanting to go into halftime without having made an effort to negate that 6-point lead that Broadmoor has. I think we're going to see him go downfield with the football. Along with Chris Moock, you see number 5 there, Gerald Worthy, going into the football game. Gerald's a senior for Baker this year, plays in.
Well, it's a 2nd and 10 play here. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Looks like Broadmoor's defensive secondary has dropped back a little bit. See it play in the deep territory. Of course, the defensive middle safety back here is Bucky Richardson, Mr. Everything for Broadmoor this year. The offensive line's holding up pretty good this time. He's airing it out.
He's throwing it down here for number 5.
Here comes Worthy.
Oh!
Got it in his hand. We got a flag. We're probably going to see interference this time.
I would think it would be pass interference down here. That was 6 points,
well,
Greg. That was 6 points. That was
Worthy,
in and out of the hands of Gerald Worthy.
Gerald Worthy got beat. I'm not for sure. See, he wouldn't have caught the football if the referee hadn't threw the flag in his face. I think that's what made him miss it. I guess whenever you're beat like they were beat that time, the best thing to do is do something. And I think it's going to wind up to be something like a 15-yard penalty.
Well, I tell you, Moock aired that ball out, threw it down the field, hit that man right in the hands with it.
I don't know if the defender did that on purpose, but if he did, that's smart football because they were beat. The ball was in his hands, and they did something to cause automatic first down, but we got 10 seconds left to go, Sid, with 60 yards down the field to go. That ball was on Moock, and it hit him right in the hands. Fell to the ground, but Worthy had the people beat, and whatever they did, it was pretty wise, because if he'd have caught that, it'd been a home run. He's airing it again.
He's airing it again.
Well, 3 seconds left on the clock after that incomplete pass brings up a second down. Second down and 10 from the Baker 40-yard line. They're still 60 yards away from pay dirt. And you can believe that the Broadmoor secondary is going to have a head start on our receivers. They're going to drop back and let them catch one inside maybe, but they're not going to let them beat them to the foot race.
Well, this will be the last play of the first half with 3 seconds left to go on the clock. Baker has a second and 10 here. Gerald Worthy, number 5, has not seen a lot of action for Baker. He's got he's extremely fast. He's got a whole lot of speed, and I'm sure that's why he won the ball game. Of course, somebody that hadn't seen as much playing time, we're not down on him for missing that ball. He was, he ran a good route.
Doing a good job holding people out there.
Pass is complete to Tony Sampson. There's no more time left.
It's going to wind up the first half of play here, folks, at Wedge County Stadium, where the Broadmoor Buccaneers in the first half so far is taking it to the Buffaloes and lead the Buffaloes by a score 6-0. All right, we're going to take a break for a commercial message. Be back with some halftime entertainment. No, we're not. We're not taking a commercial break. The band's coming on the field. We're going to turn the mic over to Mr. Bert Carson.
Thank you, Greg. We didn't want to go to commercial break because we didn't want to miss anything at the band. And they're coming out on the field right now to start their halftime activities. The Baker High School Band, under the direction of Miss Catherine Hurd and under the field direction of Mr. Jamie Ducote. Tonight during the halftime activities, we'll be having the dance corps doing their usual dance, and plus they'll also be doing a featured senior dance. We'll have more announcements on that as the dance corps comes around. But for now, we're going to take a look at the Baker High School Marching Band. Listen to them entertain.
As the band presents their halftime show. Now presenting the Baker High School dance team under the direction of Mr. Susie Orchestra, Katie Jones and Shania Taylor Orchestra. They will perform to Sheena Easton's Strut. now featuring the senior dance team members performing to Waiting on the Wobbly Balloon. Mr. Cuvion, captain, Mr. Williams, Stacy McKenzie, Stacy McDaniel, Stacy Jones, co-captain, Chanel Taylor, co-captain.
All by themselves, and we're going to take a look at them individually here and tell you a little bit about them. Baker High School Dance Team Seniors. They're doing their dance tonight to Waiting on the Robert E. Lee. There you see on the 50-yard line we have Christy Cuvion, the captain of the dance team. She's a 4-year member of the dance team. Next we have Deidre Williams, who's a 2-year member of the dance team. Here we have Stacy McKenzie, who this year was our homecoming queen, and she's a 1-year member of the dance team. Here we have Stacy McDaniels. She's a 2-year member of the dance team. And here we have Katie Jones. She's a 3-year member, and she's also one of the co-captains of the Baker High School dance team. And lastly, here we have Chanel Taylor, who's also a 3-year dance team member, and as well as the co-captain with Katie Jones. The Baker High School senior dance team. Tear in their eyes. They probably danced their last tunes or so here in Wedge Kai Stadium.
Now presenting the senior members of the Baker High School marching band.
Now we're going to have the senior members of the Baker High School band.
Jimmy Aldrich, parents of John Aldrich. Jimmy plays the clarinet, second chair, and first clarinet. Next is Tina Broussard. Parents are Berlin Broussard. Tina plays the trumpet, first chair, first trumpet. She's the section leader of the trumpeters. Next is Warren Farrell. Parents are Mr. and Mrs. Van Bromberg. He's a percussionist with the brass drum. Next we have Alvin George. Mother is Mrs. Teresa George. She's the trombone player, second trombone, second chair. The senior Sarah Jacob is Beverly McClellan. The mother, she plays the trumpet, first chair, third trumpet, section leader of the third trumpet section. Next is Carl Michelli. His parents are Mr. and Mrs. Carl Michelli Sr. of Baker. He's a percussionist who describes Tom. Next is Earl Roan. Parents are Mr. and Mrs. Alfred Roan. He plays the trombone, second chair, first trombone. He's the first trombone section leader. Next is Burnett Fuller. Our parents are Mr. and Mrs. Lewis Fuller. Burnett plays the clarinet, first chair, first clarinet. He's the clarinet section leader and the drill master. Next, Louis Fontenot. Parents are Mr. and Mrs. Robert Fontenot. There's the first chair, second trumpet, and he's the leader of the second trumpet section. He's the head librarian and the drill master. Next is Mike Heath. It's the mother is Shirley Hewitt. Mike plays the tuba, first chair. He's the tuba section leader and drill master. And finally, James Dakota. Parents are Mr. and Mrs. Jesse Dakota. James is the percussion section. Now and never, just speaking, he is the drum major for the Baker High School marching band. There you have the seniors.
Here you are, ladies and gentlemen, the seniors of the Baker High School band.
The Baker High School marching band for the fall.
As the band comes off with the score, Broadmoor 6, Baker nothing, we're going to take a commercial break and be right back with you with the second half of the ballgame.
Spendthrift.
Petty cash.
Gentlemen, you and your money can't go on like this.
Look, I've made you.
I just can't take it anymore. He can't keep his hands off me.
Where would you be without me?
In a nice, safe place where you couldn't get at me.
You're impossible.
Gentlemen, please. Now, obviously, you've never tried Capital Union. They can help. Now, you can have the protection you're looking for.
Huh?
And you can earn top rates of interest.
What do you think?
Well, I'll try it if you will.
Hi, I'm Billy Ann, and I'd like to invite you to come over to the shop and see some of our football fun things, beginning with a door wreath. You can depend on Billy Ann's to go one step further. Would you believe that we furnish a tailgate party? We have it all ready for you. We have flowers and food ready to take to the game. We can deliver it or you can pick it up. Whether you're a Bronco, a Baker Buffalo, a Tiger, or a Jag, we have just the thing that you need, and we're excited about our magic wands for the football games. They're keepsakes. They're in silk or fresh. If you need one, you call us at Billy Ann, 775-1537, or dial Florist.
Ford Aerostar Wagon, the innovative people mover, is available for you today at Nelson and East Ford. Versatile, roomy, and comfortable, Aerostar Wagon seats up to 7 with the optional rear bench seat. Or use the quick release feature on the seats to make room for over 140 cubic feet of cargo. Built with Ford's continuing commitment to quality, the new Aerostar arrives with the most aerodynamic design of any compact van on the market. Come in today. Welcome the age of Aerostar at Nelson and East Ford, Highway 19 in Zachary, this area's oldest Ford dealer. First State Bank introduces the new Super Money Fund, a new type of savings plan that has a new higher interest rate. Interest is compounded monthly with unlimited phone transfers and unlimited withdrawals. Some minimum requirements and provisions must be followed. Get all the details at any location of First State Bank or call the main branch at 775-0350. First State Bank, like having a banker in the family.
Ready for the second half of play at Wedge Kai Stadium for the first playoff game between Baker and Broadmoor. Waiting for both of the teams to come back out on the field. We're going to, there's some of the crowd, some of the Baker High School crowd. There's some of the proud parents of these Baker football players sitting down there right below the press box here. Sid, while we're waiting for the teams to take the field, have you got any halftime stats you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, Greg, I do. In first downs, Baker had 7, Broadmoor 6. Yards rushing, Baker had 42 yards, Broadmoor 82. Yards passing, Baker 39, Broadmoor 24. Total offense for the first half, Baker had 81 yards, Broadmoor had 106. Baker attempted 9 passes, completed 3. Broadmoor attempted 6 passes, completed 1. Baker had 1 interception, Broadmoor none. Baker punted 3 times for a 36.7-yard average. Broadmoor punted 3 times for a 41.3-yard average. Number of fumbles, Baker fumbled twice, recovered both of their fumbles. Broadmoor no fumbles. Yardage lost on penalties. Baker had 6 penalties for 50 yards. Broadmoor had 2 penalties for 30 yards. Time of possession, Baker had 13 minutes, 29 seconds time of possession for the first half. Broadmoor had 10 minutes, 31 seconds time of possession for the first half of Broadmoor. Statistics are pretty tight. However, Broadmoor leads the ball game 6-0. The score came on a 38-yard run from Richardson in the second quarter. The extra point attempt failed, and Broadmoor is ahead of Baker 6-0. I think the key here to this ball game is just like it was the last time we met these guys in the regular season. Field position. Broadmoor has come out with excellent field position all night. We've gotten a few bad breaks on some questionable calls, but for the most part, Broadmoor's made their own breaks and have carried the ball game to Baker. The last play of the first half was the first time tonight that we even crossed the 50-yard line, and so I think that's played a very important part in this ball game is field position. Baker's had terrible field position all night. Broadmoor's come out with excellent field position. As far as the field position Broadmoor's had and the number of times they've had the ball, I think Baker's defense has done an excellent job of only allowing them 6 points on the board.
I agree with you. What surprises me is the time of possessions. I would have thought it would have been a lot different than that. Baker's defense appeared to stay on the football field the whole first quarter. But
well, I tell you, this game here is shades of the game earlier. It's shades of the game we played against them in the first game of the regular season, in which we lost to Broadmoor. We chalked up a lot of that to the condition of the field, Greg. But tonight's field condition is exactly reversed of what it was that meeting, in that we had nothing but a torrential downpour and nothing but mud and water on the field. Tonight we got a high, dry field, and it appears that the same thing's happening to the Baker Buffaloes in this game that happened to them in the first meeting. We'd like to take this opportunity also to mention our sponsors for tonight's ball game. Billy Ann's Flowers and Gifts, Miss Billy Ann Riddle. First State Bank, Mr. Tom Gay and Randy Burris. Nelson and East Ford and Zachary, Mr. Jim East, owner, Bob Durr, manager. Capital Union Savings and Loan, Mr. Rudy Gomez. Miller Terrell Buick in Baton Rouge, Mr. Jim Terrell. Also, we'd like to thank tonight Sonic Drive-In, Mr. Ken Robinson, manager of Sonic Drive-In here in Baker, who has provided all the food for us in the press box tonight. We'd like to mention also that Sonic has their weekly special this week is a jumbo burger for 79 cents. Also, Sonic invites you to try their new ice cream program that they have going there. They have some delicious ice cream. So if you get a chance, drop by and see Mr. Ken Robinson and his staff at Sonic. Also like to once again thank Group W Cable for allowing us to bring you this telecast here and providing their services here for this community and for this high school. And we'd like to thank Mr. Ray Beavis, along with his staff, Mr. Jared Daries, Mr. Bert Carson, and of course our cameraman, Mr. Mike Goo Allen, who has done a good job for us tonight.
Yeah, we pick it on Goo a lot, but he's doing a good job over there. We see the cheerleaders at the end of the field near the goalpost waiting for the return of the Buffaloes. Sid, I feel good about the ball game so far. I think that, of course, Baker always, they play 4 quarters of football, you know, and they've been known as some of us grandstand quarterbacks have voiced our opinions this year. It appears that in most of their games they've played a real good half out of every ball game, and I don't think tonight we've seen that good half, but it's still one ahead of us, and I think that might be it. So I feel optimistic. I think the Baker Buffaloes can come out and do the job. I think that they are a 4-quarter football team, and sometimes they'll wear their opponents down. I'm not sure that Broadmoor will have the depth to stay with them in this second half. But
well, I think this could be a factor in this ball game, because there's about 5 players on Broadmoor's team that never leave the field. They play both defensive and offense, and they're key players for Broadmoor. And of course, having done this the whole season, I'm sure that they've built up their stamina in the playing under these conditions and having to stay in the ball game the entire game. But I think that's bound to, it may take some toll on tonight's game in the 4th quarter.
Well, there we had the Buffaloes coming out into the end zone. Broadmoor's coming out on the field on the other end of the field, but we're waiting for the Buffaloes now to take the field. You can't take anything away from this Broadmoor team. See, they came out. There we have the Baker Buffaloes. Broadmoor came out off of a season last year where they were 1-9, and if there's a team that's progressed well through the season and matured through the season, it's been the Broadmoor Buccaneers. Starting their season off, of course, with a victory against Baker, kind of give them a boost, but you can't take anything away from those young men from South Baton Rouge down there. They've got a good football team, and like I said, they've steadily progressed. But I think the same goes for Baker. Baker didn't know exactly what they had the first of the year, and they've shown that they can hang and get better as the season goes along. I think they have, and I think we'll witness that in the second half.
Well, the key here is that Baker will take possession of the ball here to start the second half, and maybe we can come out with some good field position and get a good sustained drive going and put some points on the board right off the bat. This is it. This is the last 24 minutes of this ball game, fixing to get underway right here with the second half. And it's all up to the Buffaloes right here to get their offense together and try to come out with some pretty good field position on this kickoff, put some points on the board. Back deep for Baker's number 1, Tony Sampson, along with number 2, Alfred Hudson, and number 11, Mike Red. Kicks going down to Red on about the 3-yard line. Red's back out to the 10. He's back out to the 20. Takes the ball all the way back out to the 28-yard line where to give Baker 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. That time Mike Red, number 11 for Baker, did a good job of bringing the ball out from the 2-yard line all the way out to about the 20, make it the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
All right, there we have Coach Stewart sending this quarterback out. Chris Moock, number 7, along with Al Cummins, number 24. You've seen Craig Beeman coming off the field, number 21.
Come on, Buffaloes, let's crank it up. Hand off that time to number 24, that's Al Cummings. Good job on running the ball that time. Looks like he picked up about 5 yards. Gonna bring up a 2nd and 5.
Might be about 6 yards, Sid. Good run on the first play from scrimmage here in the second half. Number 8 and 9 is down on the field for Broadmoor right now. I think right there. I think it's just equipment failure, but yeah, he's not hurt. He's trying to get his shoelaces fixed right or something.
2nd 5 for the Buffaloes. The ball on about the 34-yard line.
Crowd kind of getting behind the Buffaloes right here early in the second half.
Good job that time by number 21, Craig Beeman. He's got good yardage. He's across midfield all the way down to the 40-yard line. Great job that time by Craig Beeman, who exploded out of the backfield once again. Got good yardage, took the ball all the way down to the Broadmoor Buccaneers 40-yard line, was going to give Baker
Beeman.
1st and 10.
Craig did a good job that time, and even after he got deep into the Broadmoor secondary, there was a man that he sidestepped. He put a move on him and got some extra yardage when he got down there one-on-one. That was a good effort. But Baker's got something started this time there on Broadmoor's 40-yard line.
Craig picked up 27 yards on that carry. Good run. Reverse out. Number 1, Tony Sampson. He's trying to break it around the end. Looks like he picked up about a yard on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
That was a lot of running for a yard, see, but I'm going to tell you, that was great defensive pursuit on the part of Broadmoor that time. They had 2 lead blockers in front of Tony Sampson, but the 2 defenders stayed with the blockers and stripped them away and managed to only allow 1-yard gain. And you know Tony's fast. He's swift of foot. Had he made the corner on him, he could have went 4 ways.
Well, Baker's come out in the second half with a little fire in their eyes and are moving the ball, playing with a little more intensity here in the second half, it looks like. Crowd trying to exhort them on.
Tony Sampson going to throw the football back to the quarterback. Oh!
Well, Moock was open that time there. Tony just got the ball a little too far out in front of him. Wasn't any way he could get to the ball. Pass was incomplete. Good call, Greg. It just...
I wonder where they seen that play. Could it have been in the LSU-Alabama ball game?
Crowd's really behind the Buffaloes here. It's 3rd down and 9.
Well, having been incomplete, it does bring up a 3rd down, 9 yards to go.
Well, that time, Moock went back to pass. It did look like there was a little confusion in the backfield. Number 60, nobody touched him. He came in and got Moock dropped him for a loss. Back to the Broadmoor 45-yard line. Well, it's going to bring up 4th and 15.
Got Jimmy Hubbard, number 51, back out in the punt formation, and he's been familiar with that situation tonight. He's part of the football a few times. Nice kick.
Going back to number 82.
Arm tackling.
Flag on play.
There's some arm tackling down there instead of sticking the helmet in them. See, they let the guy get away from him. There's a flag on the play. I can't imagine unless it'd be a clipping penalty. Maybe against Broadmoor.
32 yards that time on the punt by Hubbard.
Well, the indication is it's against Broadmoor. Penalty's going to be half the distance to the goal. I think it's a big penalty, but since they're inside the 30, it's going to be a half the distance to the goal. Bring the ball down to about the... Well, that's going to be the full 15 yards. See it? It's brings the ball down to about the 7-yard line.
It's going. Well, this is Broadmoor's one of their worst field position tonight. Got a 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line. This is where our defense really got to get tough, keep them down there, and try to give us good field position here. Hand off to number 37 that time. That's Harris. Looks like he picked up about 2-3 yards on play.
I believe it's number 17, see it? Number 17 carrying for Broadmoor that time.
Okay, that'd be Derek Williams on the carry.
The Baker Buffalo defense needs to bow their back right now, and while they have this type of field position, don't let these guys spring anything on them. Here we come, Bucky Richardson.
Richardson bringing the ball all the way out to the 20-yard line. Another flag on the play.
See what we got a shot at the official here. Let's see what it's going to be. Clipping against Broadmoor. Well, that was a break on that play because I want to tell you. I'm glad they didn't sew the flags in those referees' pocket. We could use it that time. It came out to our advantage. Bucky Richardson keeping the ball around the right end. And again, that's the area they've been getting their yards at tonight. See it is around their right end.
Well, it's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball on about the 7-yard line.
The corner man, Danny's been going up there taking that pitch man. And Bucky hadn't been pitching the football. He keeps the ball, and he's got a clear alley because the safeties aren't coming up filling the gap.
Going out of the shotgun. He's throwing the ball down here. He's got his man. He's complete. Nichols, number 22, they came out of that hole like world beaters, Greg. Richardson went in a shotgun out of his own end zone and got the pass all the way out here.
For a first down, too.
For a first down. Way out here to about the 27-yard line. Well, we had them down there and just couldn't keep them. They came out, did a good job of coming out. Looks like they intend on throwing the ball a little bit more the second half. Number 37, Harris, right up the middle, breaks it out for good yardage all the way out to about the 45-yard line. Gonna bring up another first down.
Broadmoor knows that they've got an offense and they're going to use it. They're coming out throwing everything at the Buffaloes again, and this is just basic offense that they're running right now. But again, the Bakers got to contain that option play that they lost some heavy yardage on a while ago.
Well, number 51, Jimmy Hubbard, number 79, Chip Morgan checked in the game for number 41, Alton Gajon, number 81. Good job that time.
Well,
looks like Matt Young. No, that's going to be Jimmy Hubbard, number 51, who just checked in the ball game.
I hate to beat an issue to death, but again, that's good defense on the other side of the line tonight. They've been able to contain Broadmoor. The few times, or the many times that Broadmoor's run that side, they've contained them. Where Broadmoor's been killing us is around the offensive right side. Pitch out. Here he comes again. It's the territory we're talking about. We see Coach Stewart getting a little perturbed with his...
It's enough for a first down. Brings the ball down to the Baker 45-yard line, which gives Broadmoor a 1st and 10 at the Baker 45-yard line. Broadmoor's looked very impressive on this drive, Greg. We've had some defensive breakdowns here, but they've looked very impressive on this drive.
They have on several drives in the first half, and it's all been, looks like, around the offensive right end. I don't know. The defensive secondary and defensive end on the left side.
Good job that time by number 77, Matt Young, and number 79, Chip Morgan, who wrapped up Richardson for a gain of about 1, bring up 2nd and 9. Boy, Greg, I can really see this ball game clear tonight. You want to ask me why?
Why?
My new glasses from Dr. Glenn Coulard here in Baker at Baker Eye Care.
You care?
Right. Crystal clear. There's things I haven't seen before.
There we
Good
go.
job. Flag on the play, and good job by number 84, Thomas Converse, who came from his defensive end position to wrap up number 17, Derek Williams, but there is a flag on the play.
A couple of flags dropped that time. Say, let's see what the referee's going to signal here. Holding is indicated by one of the Baker football players. It is. It's going to be holding against Broadmoor. Holding against Broadmoor. He did it twice. You don't reckon they got a double penalty here? Is that possible? Holding in two different positions on the field, would that be possible? I don't think they would have a...
No, they can't have two penalties.
Well, they can. They have
Against the same
I don't think for the same
personal.
violation.
Yeah, that's right. It can't be for the same violation.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty walked off against Broadmoor.
To bring up second down and 20. Ball's all the way back out to about the Broadmoor 46-yard line. Bring up second down and 20 for the Buccaneers.
I'm not no coach again, but if I was coaching Broadmoor's offense, I'd run an option play to the right now.
Well, it's a pass play, halfback pass, number 17. He faked the pass, runs into his own man, then he's hit there by number 51, Jimmy Hubbard, number 90, Turk Moore.
His own man got in the way that time. He'd have been down for another first down, Sid. I don't know if that was designed or if it was designed as a halfback pass. He looked down and seen his people covered down there, and Baker's going to have to get off of it here. It's 5 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play, and they're trailing the Buccaneers by a score of 6-0.
Well,
You're right in a situation where these guys get one lucky playoff, and you'll be a 2-touchdown deficit real quick.
It brings up third down at 17. For Broadmoor, it's a big third down play. It's fumble on a snap. Big number 90, Turk Moore, recovers the ball for Baker. Number 90, Turk Moore.
Now we're talking Baker Buffalo. We're going to get us a break or two now. There he is, big Turk Moore. Number 90. He's a big senior this year. Terry Turk Moore.
That turnover.
A lot of heart and a lot of body. He can put it into them guys, I tell you.
That turnover there gives Baker excellent field position on the Broadmoor 47-yard line with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Baker has the ball first and 10 on the Broadmoor 47-yard line. Hand off that time, number 21, Craig Beeman. He's fighting his way down inside the 45-yard line down to the 43-yard line.
That little man right there is the hardest running back out there tonight on either team. He's ran the football well tonight. Every time he's got the ball, he's fighting for that extra yardage. Craig Beeman, number 21, right there coming off your field.
Picked up 5 yards on play. Is 2nd and 5.
I believe they sent Al Cummings, number 24, in the ball game. Pitch out.
Pitch back to Cummings. He's got room around this end. Got enough for a first down all the way down inside the 30-yard line. All the way down to about the 26-yard line. Cummings picked up 15 yards on that carry. Gives Baker a 1st and 10 at the Broadmoor 26-yard line. Greg, this has been Baker's deepest penetration of the game so far tonight. Hand off to number 21, Beeman. He's got good yardage
Look at that
again.
little man run. There he is. Craig Beeman, number 21. He's running like a deer tonight, Sid.
Carried the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line. Gonna bring up 2nd down and 4.
Al Cummins coming in for Beeman right now. Here we go. I'm feeling better. Feel a lot better when I get in that end zone.
Hand off to number 32, Nettles that time. Dino Nettles. Looks like he may have picked up about a yard or two.
Sid, I want to go on record on film saying that Bert Carson, the director for Group W up here in the booth tonight, just borrowed my cross pen. Just in case I don't get it back, I'll have his film as proof that he is the one that has my pen.
Okay.
Okay, Bert. Thank you. Ball inside the 20-yard line. The owner about the 19-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for Baker. Oh, he got a 1st down. He got enough yardage. Come on, Buffaloes. We need you to get in the end zone right now. They got a 1st down, 1st and 10 for Baker on about the 17-yard line.
This is Baker's deepest penetration of the ball game so far, so they've got an excellent chance here putting some points on the board.
Clock's running with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the 3rd period of play. Thank you for my pen back, Bert. Appreciate that.
Hand off to Beeman. Right up the middle. Touchdown. That's Al Cummings. I'm sorry. Al Cummings, number 24. Hey, that was Al Cummings all the way, huh? He knew he was going into the end zone when he took off.
You look good, little man. You did a good job for us. Number 24, Al Cummings.
I tell you, I thought it was Craig Beeman the way he shot out of that.
By Brad Bowman there on the sideline, a former Baker great.
I tell you, I thought it the way he exploded out of there, I thought it was Craig Beeman with the ball, but Al Cummings had touchdown written all over that from the time he put his hands on the ball.
Got a mix-up on the play here, or getting somebody onto the field right now. Doggone it.
Well, number 51, Hubbard's in to attempt the extra point for Baker. Right now the score's tied 6-6, a little high snap, but the ball's right through the center of the uprights.
Good.
It's good. And with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, Baker's ahead 7-6.
Take a break.
We're going to take a break right now. We'll be back with you in just a second.
If you were wondering what's been going on around here, it's simple. We're clearing the air and getting back to basics. At Miller Cherrill, you'll receive year-end closeout prices on all remaining 85s while they last. And you'll receive cost-effective real values on the new 86 Buicks that are rolling in now. You'll also receive qualified, conscientious service after the sale. At Miller Cherrill, the advantage is yours. It always has been.
All right, we're back live with you here now, and fixing to have the kickoff. Baker just scored and converted the extra point attempt, and with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, Baker is ahead of Broadmoor 7-6. Baker's scoring drive came with 6 plays, 47 yards, and took a total of 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Ball's going down to number 82 at the 4-yard line. This man can really return the football. He brings it all the way back out to the 34-yard line.
Broadmoor's got good return yardage every time tonight on punts and kicks. Baker's big defense comes out on the field now, and I guess they know the job they have to do. But, you know, we've talked a little critical about the defense tonight, Sid. But look, when you've held these guys in 3 quarters of play to only 6 points on the board, with the explosive offense they've got, they've done a good job. And I don't mean to pick on anybody, but I've kind of picked on the side, on the defensive side on this side a little bit, but that's because old Danny's over here, and I like to pick and fire him up a little bit.
Well, I think the defense has played admirably tonight, except for that breakdown on that one play where he scored, Richardson scored on that 38-yard run. You know, Broadmoor in the 1st quarter had 1st and 10 on our 11-yard line and couldn't score after 4 plays. So There comes Howard Bonaventure, number 81, out of the ball game. Howard was injured a couple of games ago with a knee injury, and we certainly hope he hadn't re-injured
right now.
Handoff number 17.
Good defensive pursuit.
Good defensive pursuit that time by the Buffaloes.
Clock's running, folks, with 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Right here at Wedge Guy Stadium in the first postseason game of 1985, the state playoffs, with the Baker Buffaloes leading the Broadmoor Buccaneers by a score of 7-6. Bucky Richardson leading his team up to the line of
Big
scrimmage.
third down play here for the Buccaneers, 3rd and 2.
Option.
Looks like it's going to be awful close. Awful close. I think he's going to be real close to the first down. Stopped that time by number 77, Matt Young, along with number 51, Jimmy Hubbard. Number 45, Larkin Weber, was also in on the play.
Appears they're going to call for a timeout call. They're calling for a measurement. They're going to bring the chains out.
Well, Broadmoor also has an injured player on the field. It's number 20, Bucky Richardson.
Well, we have a man down. Let's call a quick time. Wait a minute. Let's take a break for a commercial message. They're going to be measured for the first down.
Spendthrift.
Petty cash.
Gentlemen, you and your money can't go on like this.
Look, I've made you.
I just can't take it anymore. He can't keep his hands off me.
Where would you be without me?
In a nice, safe place where you couldn't get at me.
You're impossible.
Gentlemen, please. Now, obviously, you've never tried Capital Union. They can help. Now, you can have the protection you're looking for.
Huh?
And you can earn top rates of interest.
What do you think?
Well, I'll try it if you will.
Player on the field is still down, and their doctors and trainers are out there to try to get him off the field. It's number 20. That's Bucky Richardson. That's the quarterback.
Well, he's walking off the field under his own power. He looks like he's got a little limp.
Broadmoor. Doggone it. You hate to see a young man like that get hurt. But they're having a measurement. It appears that Broadmoor will have a first down. It'll be 1st and 10. We talked about number 41 in there a while ago, Sid Alton Gajan. Of course, he's the younger brother of Saints great Hokie Gajan. There's another brother out here we've been failing to mention all year long that works the change. We might get a shot of him on the sideline in a few minutes.
Robert Gajan. Robert played ball here also.
He sure did, and he's been dedicated. He's been to every ball game, and for several years he works the chain gang down there for us. We'll maybe get a picture of him a little later.
Number 17 pitches back to Harris. Good defense that time. Looks like he picked up about a yard out here. Danny Allen in on a tackle along with number 79, Chip Morgan.
Danny did a good job that time of taking that lead blocker out and then helping with the tackle, Sid. I'm proud of that.
Right, number 54, Barry Causey, was also in on that tackle. It's good defensive effort by Baker that time. Brings it up 2nd down and 9 with 18 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. In fact, I think that may have been the last play in the 3rd quarter. I don't know if they'll have time to get this play off or not.
We've been a little critical of this side of the defense tonight, but on that option play, they did a good job. I'm real pleased with the effort that they made that time.
That's it. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to the 4th quarter here now with the score: Baker 7, Broadmoor 6.
We're going to take a break for a commercial message. Be back in 1.
Who watches cable TV? People who buy. And if you want people to buy what you're selling,
Coming, honey.
advertise on cable TV.
Henry! I'll be there soon, dear.
We've got a channel for teenagers, a channel for sports fans, for business people.
Other business news, Hard Mining
Hold on a minute, Ben.
discovered a new process for turning styrofoam into gold. This announcement comes on the wake of
Wow! Ben, you got a find! Just find
Whatever your business, your best customers are watching one of our channels every day.
find!
Advertising on Group W Cable is affordable, and it works. If you don't have a TV commercial, we'll help you produce one.
What are you waiting for?
Group W Cable means business.
with number 45, Larkin Weber, is about a no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. Good job. Good job.
A reminder to all of those watching Friday night Group W football here with us tonight. Group W will be open from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday for everybody to purchase the LSU versus Mississippi State pay-per-view ticket. Bucky Richardson, all night.
Out of the shotgun, he's got a lot of pressure on him.
Well, I'm gonna...
No comment, no comment.
There's nothing you can say. There was a white shirt in the vicinity because there was about 20 of them standing on a bench, but that's about the only thing I could see down there that even resembled a receiver. But look, what can you say? That's just good heads-up football by a quarterback, even though he's playing for the other team. When he started to get sacked back there and dumped the football, there's chances you're not going to get a flag. We all know what he was doing, but...
Richardson's done a good job of getting the ball away under the pressure he's had tonight. Baker's going for the block.
Good Baker bounce.
Ball's down at the Baker 35-yard line, where Baker will take over 1st and 10 on that 35-yard line.
Well, it's 4th quarter, and everybody knows that the Baker Buffaloes play well in the 4th quarter, so now they're having an opportunity on offense to start a drive here with 10 minutes and 59 seconds. About 1 minute gone in the 4th quarter of play. This is their first possession of the 4th quarter. So let's see what they can put together on offense.
Hand off that time right up the middle. Alfred Hudson.
No, Al Cummings carried
Al
again.
Cummings. Al Cummings.
Al
number 24.
Cummings right there, number 24, who carried in for the touchdown a while ago.
Cummings picked up about 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
You'll feel a lot better if the Buffaloes can get in the end zone one more time at least.
Hand off again to Al Cummings. Brings the ball out just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, we talked about Beeman's running efforts tonight. That little man right there, number 24, Al Cummings, has done a superb job for Baker. He don't quit either. None of their backs are the kind of backs that quit. When they get hit, they strive and fight for that extra yards. And like we said, they got a house full of backs. We got a timeout on the field for a measurement real quick. Maybe we can get a shot of Robert Gajon down on the sideline. He's holding it down walking tonight. Let's see what we're going to get a first down here. Wait down. All right. Looks like it's a little short. About 2 inches, the official indicating about 2 inches short for a first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2 inches. There we have him with a down marker, Robert Gajon there with a red and white shirt on. Another brother of Hokie Gajon.
Well, I tell you, of course, Hokie's really made his mark.
Brad Bowman standing with him, a former Baker great, and standing beside him is
Craig McCullough.
Dr. Craig McCullough, doctor here in Baker, and a young man we're all proud of, a former quarterback for Baker. A good friend of mine and yours, Sid, that is a real community-oriented individual, does a lot for Baker. And we have it about 2 inches to go. We'll probably see a quarterback keeper.
Little mix-up. He broke through that time, trying to strip the ball from him.
Nettles carrying the ball, and the defenders is not trying to tackle him. They're grabbing hold of the arm with the football, trying to strip the ball out of his hands. And look, they did that in the first game this season, but it was so wet, it worked a lot of times.
Well, that gives Baker a first down on the Broadmoor 45-yard line. It's great. That time, Dino and Moock just had a collision there on a handoff, but Dino just exploded once he got the ball and says, I'm going for the first down, and got it.
See, what's the regulations on grabbing for the football and trying to rip the football out of a runner's hands? Isn't there a rule against that? No?
I don't think so.
Al Cummings again. I think there ought to be a rule against it when they do that to Baker, Joe. Well, Baker's moved into good field position now, down having the ball down on the on the Broadmoor 38-yard line. Second down and about 3, maybe 4.
Hand off to number 21, Craig Beeman, flag down.
This might be a
thrown in the vicinity of the interior line.
That could be a clipping penalty in a situation like this. Let's see.
Greg, while we got
It's going to be against Baker.
We got a few seconds here. I've got the statistics for the end of the third quarter. Total first downs at the end of the third quarter. Baker had 10, Broadmoor 9 yards rushing. Baker had 118, Broadmoor 131 yards passing. Baker had 39, Broadmoor had 44. Total offense at the end of the third quarter was Baker 157, Broadmoor 175. So you can see just as the score is close at a 7-6 ball game, so are the statistics.
Well, we got a 5-yard penalty against Baker this time. I didn't get the indication as to what it was for. Illegal use of hands, I think, is what the call was.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Pitch back to number 1, Sampson. He's tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. Sampson lost yardage on that play. That's going to bring the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. Will bring up 3rd down and 10.
Coach Stewart standing on the sideline with Craig Beeman fixing to send it. There goes Craig, number 21. Chris Moock, quarterback for Baker, bringing his team up to the line of scrimmage with a 3rd down and 10. He's going to drop back to pass. The offensive line's holding good. Thomas.
Ty Thomas almost with a spectacular grab there on about the 28-yard line. Ty made a good effort at the ball. It was broken up by the Broadmoor defense. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 10, the ball on the Broadmoor 45-yard line.
Maybe with a decent kick and some good coverage down there, we can find Broadmoor in a hole this time, where Baker spent the first half of this ball game.
Bad snap, bobbled.
Doggone it.
Number 51, Jimmy Hubbard, had a bad snap that time. It was on the ground. Jimmy tried to pick it up and bobbled it, couldn't get a handle on it. Picked it up and attempted to run the ball, and Broadmoor made an excellent play.
Just when you start to hope for some field position, they come up with something like this where Broadmoor gets the ball on the midfield stripe out there. That's been the story of our life tonight. Well, Broadmoor's got 7 minutes and 36 seconds with the football, and you can bet they're going to come out throwing everything they got at us. Baker's only leading this ball game, folks, by a margin of 1 point, and I don't know that that's enough in a game like we've seen tonight.
Bucky Richardson keeps the ball, follows his fullback, picks up about 2 yards on a play, bring up 2nd down and 8. Number 77, Matt Young, is getting up off the slope for the Buffaloes. I noticed that Matt's been limping this whole second half. He came out late in the second quarter, favoring his knee, and was real slow getting off the field there right towards the end of the second quarter.
He's limping real bad, Sid. I'm not sure that they might not ought to replace him in the game right now.
Well, Matt's definitely hurt. He's been hurt since the end of the second quarter.
He's a championship player. You watch him. He's going to give it everything he's got this time.
He's the kind of kid that's not going to take himself out of a ball game.
No, Matt's obviously hurt. See, they need to do something and get him to the sideline. He's limping real bad. I don't know that the coaches have seen this yet, but...
Well, I tell you what, Matt's been an outstanding junior ball player for Baker this year, and they're going to definitely have to depend on that big man next year.
He's hurt bad right now, Sid. He's obviously, he's demonstrating that he's in pain. He's not going to take himself out of the game, like you said.
Pitch back to number 17. Did a good job of getting away there, but Baker did a good job of pursuing the play. Number 17's getting up awful slow, too. I tell you what, Greg, there's a lot of hard hitting going on out there right now.
We got a timeout.
Official's timeout. Number 17 is
wounded.
Having to take himself out to play this time. Baker's defense really did a good job that time, Greg, on a turnover with that bad snap there on the punt. Broadmoor had excellent field position, but Baker's defense really bowled their back up, and Broadmoor's calling a timeout right now with 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Broadmoor had a 4th and 2. The ball on the Baker 43-yard line. Broadmoor's calling timeout. Coach Joe Moock has his linebackers here and defensive captains over on the sideline talking to him. I'm sure he's going to telling them be aware of a fake punt, or they might even try to go for the first down here.
Well, Broadmoor's got the coaches have their team over on the sideline and doing a little strategy, talking a little strategy up. You see them huddled together over there right now. I'm sure they're fixing to make an important decision with 6 minutes and 1 second left to go on the clock, trailing the Buffaloes by 1 point in the fourth quarter. They're in Baker territory. Of course, it's only on the 40-yard line, but they've got 60 yards between them and their own goal, so they might be going to have called a running play instead of punting the football away. Sid, you don't never know. They maybe Broadmoor's going to attempt to go for the first down. It appears that they will. Bucky Richardson taking his team to the line. He's coming in in the quarterback position under the center, so it appears they're going to go for the 2 yards for the first down.
This could be the most important play of the game here.
Oh, one of them.
Richardson throwing the ball.
Good.
Incomplete. Incomplete. That was number 43. Cedric Triplett out there along with number 28, Danny Allen, did a fine job over there on covering the intended receiver. Baker takes the ball over on their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Baker's ever going to have a sustained drive. Right now is the one that they need, Sid. They need to just punch it out there 5, 6, 7 yards at a lick and bring it on downfield without any mistakes. And there's a group of boys standing there in white shirts that's got some other ideas, I can tell you. Chris Moock.
Craig Beeman, the ball carrier, brings out over the 45-yard line to about the 46-yard line. Picked up about 3 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Buffaloes.
Gain of about 3, I said.
3-yard gain brings up 2nd and 7. Hand off to number 1, Tony Sampson. Did a good job that time. Broadmoor did an excellent job that time of stopping him. That was number 24 on the stop, Val Siraj.
Lost about a half a yard on the play. About a yard. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. We'll take an opportunity to mention a few people that's very important to this institution, in particular Mr. Jerry Epperson, the principal, along with his assistant principals, Mr. Richie Bullock and Mr. Alan Spears. These men do a fine job for this institution and for this community. And I'm proud to say that our sons have an opportunity to go to school at an institution like this and play football.
The reverse to Sampson. He's throwing the ball. It's a halfback pass going to number 88. Oh, broken up at the last minute. It was a good defensive play by number 22, Tim Nichols for Broadmoor. Pass was intended for number 88, Brosette. Good job. Good pass that time, Greg, and the pass was on the money. They just were right there on top of him. Flag down is holding against Broadmoor. That's going to be costly for the Bucks.
The Buccaneers will have a ribbon dropped against them this time. So talking to Chris Moock there, the head official is, they'll be marching this thing off in the right direction this time. 10 yards.
Tell you what, Broadmoor.
First down for Baker at the Broadmoor 45-yard line.
Broadmoor's hurt themselves in penalties this second half.
Well, Baker did the first half, Sid.
That's right. It's evening out.
4 minutes and 26 seconds left to play. Baker is leading the Broadmoor Buccaneers by a score of 7-6. It's not a real comfortable margin, but it is a margin of victory so far.
Well, Baker starts out 1st and 10 right here from the Broadmoor 45-yard line. That's number 24, Al Cummings with the ball. He picks up a yard. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Maybe a gain of about 2, Sid. Let's see what it's, well, maybe just a yard.
Well, we got a minute. I'd like to mention the referees tonight, officials for tonight's game. The referee is Mr. Errol Benoit. The umpire is Mr. John Lee. The line judge is Mr. Paul Landrum. The back judge is Mr. Bob Hebert. The head linesman is L.J. Boudreau. And the clock operator is Mr. Tommy Garrett. There he is. He's got some room. Tony Sampson all the way down inside the 15 to 11-yard line. Great effort by Tony Sampson.
There's the little number 1, Tony Sampson, Mr. Break It All every time.
That's another one of those juniors we're talking about, Greg, that have really come through for the Buffaloes this year. And I tell you what, that's the nucleus of this team next year, those juniors you see out there tonight. Done an outstanding job.
Did a fine job that time. Made a good cutback for some extra yardage that time. See, look, I want to tell you, there was a good block thrown to spring him by number 79, Chip Morgan, that time to the outside. Chip did a tremendous job. These guys very seldom get a lot of credit on a run like that, but there he is, number 79, Chip Morgan, who did a fine job of leading interference that time for Tony Sampson to spring.
Craig Beeman up the middle picked up 2 yards down to the 9-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8, the ball at the 9.
With 3 minutes and 8 seconds, folks, the clock's running. Baker's got the ball in good field position down inside the Broadmoor 10, leading by about 1 point, by score 7-6. And it appears that they might have an opportunity to put the thing in the end zone again, just one more time at least.
Well, we got 3 minutes left to go in this ball game. The clock's still running. Baker's in good shape at this point. Baker's in the wishbone. Pitch back to Cummings. Cummings going around the other end. He's got some room. Cummings is, the officials marking it out at the 1-foot line.
Number 79 again, big Chip Morgan over there leading.
He was leading it. He was leading it. Chip was out there with him step for step.
There we have Chip Morgan, number 79, who on 2 of the big plays here in the 4th quarter has led interference. He's pulled from the tackle position and led interference around the end to spring these backs at swift of foot. That time it was Al Cummings who was run out of bounds inside the 1-yard line. It'll be
first and goal.
First and goal with less than a yard to go. We don't need anything silly or fancy now. Just punch that thing in.
Broadmoor's lineman down there digging in.
They're going to stack up everything they got right up the middle for the Buffaloes this time.
Baker's got most everything in tight. There it is. Moock with the quarterback keep takes it in from 1 foot out.
Beautiful effort by the
Buffaloes. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. Baker has scored again. The score right now is Baker 13, Broadmoor 6.
The team's lining up for the extra point. Jimmy Hubbard's trying to fix his shoe out there right now, and there he is wrapping his shoe up. So we'll have Jimmy Hubbard trying for the extra point. Chris Moock, number 7, on one knee to hold the football for the extra point. Well, we got a flag. We got a lineman move. The defensive people was out there making all kinds of shenanigans, and they drew the left tackle. Be a 5-yard penalty. That ought to not hurt much.
Greg, that scoring drive went 57 yards in 7 plays, and Baker took 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
That's the drive we was talking about a little earlier. If they needed a sustained drive, they needed it right then. There was some movement on the defensive line that time with a bunch of shenanigans going on, and it managed to pull our left tackle off the 3-point stance, and that's why we got a 5-yard penalty for this extra point. Jimmy Hubbard's kicks up.
No good. It was off to the right.
To the side. All right, with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the ball game, Baker leads Broadmoor by a score 13-6. Going to take a minute for a commercial break.
Who watches cable TV? people who buy. And if you want people to buy what you're selling,
Coming, honey.
advertise on cable TV.
Henry! I'll be there soon, dear.
We've got a channel for teenagers, a channel for sports fans, for business people.
Other business news, hard mining...
Hold on a minute, Dan.
...discovered a new process for turning styrofoam into gold. This announcement comes on the wake of...
Wow! Dan, you got a five! Just five!
Whatever your business, your best customers are watching one of our channels every day.
Five!
Advertising on Group W cable is affordable, and it works. If you don't have a TV commercial, we'll help you produce one.
What are you waiting for?
Group W cable means business.
Did a fine job. He rang that ball carrier's bell that time. There he is, William Jackson, number 14. Lord hit the little man.
With 2 minutes and 29 seconds.
Your mama's proud of you.
With 2 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the ball game, Baker leads Broadmoor 13-6.
Here's some of the fans and a lot of the parents sitting here in this section. Bucky Richardson from the shotgun. That's what we're going to see on this drive, Sid. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds, the clock's still running. He didn't get out of bounds. He gained about maybe 6 yards on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 4. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see Broadmoor come out for the balance of this drive, come out in like shotgun formations. They're going to be throwing the football. They're going to be counting on pass plays. They'll be telegraphing to Baker they're going to throw the football because they know they have to. And look, they've been successful all night when they've even telegraphed that they're going to throw the ball. The clock's running with 1 minute and 52 seconds.
Richardson back to pass again. He's got good pressure on him by number 84, Converse. He's running out of pressure again.
He's going to run the football.
He's running the ball.
Oh, he gets by. Bucky Richardson.
Bucky Richardson brings the ball all the way down to the Baker 40-yard line.
Man, have mercy.
I tell you what, that young man is a ball player. You can't take it from him. He is a ball player. He picked up 29 yards on that carry, Greg. It's going to give Broadmoor a first down at the Baker 40-yard line with 1 minute and 34 seconds left to go in this ball game.
That young man, number 20 there, Bucky Richardson, we talked about him all night, and people in Baton Rouge have been talking about him all season. He's carried the Buccaneers this season, where they're at right now. He's just a junior quarterback.
He's been their workhorse all year, that's for sure.
Boy, look, he gets back here, he gets in trouble, deep in trouble, and decides to run the ball, reverses field. And look, that's the sign of a good runner. Comes all the way back across the field, out of the shotgun again. He's going to test him. He's going to test the defensive secondary.
He got the ball to number 22 that time. That's going to be Tim Nichols.
Tackle was made that time by number 81, Howard Bonaventure, I believe, who come from the nose guard position.
Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for Broadmoor. Broadmoor's taking a timeout on the play.
Doggone, Baker needs to blow their back. That extra point we missed a while ago could be a real factor in this ball game with 1 minute and 16 seconds left to go, folks. Baker leads by a score of 13-6.
Greg, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank the young man that's been with us here before this year and is here with us again tonight, and that's Mr. Rudy Morales, statistician up here tonight. Rudy does a fine job. I tell you what, he could go sit up in the booth on Monday night and spot for Dandy Don and him. I tell you, he does a fine job, and we really appreciate it. Folks, without Rudy up here, we wouldn't be able to bring you all these statistics. Rudy does a fine job, and we really appreciate it.
Rudy, we appreciate you. Glad to have you up here with us. You did a good job, Paul. Rudy is the statistician for what? The Morning Advocate? The Morning Advocate statistician does a fine job. Wide left out here to the sideline is number 17 out of the shotgun. Bucky Richardson out of the shotgun.
Got some pressure this time. He's not going to get the ball away this time.
Fumble on the play.
They're going to call him down. No, they're giving us the ball.
No, they're not. They're calling him down. They're going to give possession. The head official signaling that it's Broadmoor's ball. Now, they're saying he was in their grasp, but earlier tonight when he was in grasp, they didn't let that count. They let him throw the football away. That was a great effort that time. A great effort on defense by number 84, Thomas Converse, along with some help from some of his other Buffaloes.
Well, also, too, you know, Greg,
Thomas Converse is down on the field, Sid, right now. We have the trainer and Dr. Craig McCullough there to your right and Dr. Robert Hyde there in the light blue pants.
With Jerry Arbor there, the trainer for Baker.
Coach Harbour, yeah.
You know, the ground, too, though, the ground cannot cause a fumble and, say, call a man down, but it was a tremendous defensive play by Baker that time. It brings up 3rd down and 29.
He's on his feet. He looks like he's going to be all right. Number 84, fine defensive player. He'll probably stay out in one play. We'll probably see him back in the ball game. Well, if we ever needed an effort from the defense, we needed it then. See, it's now 3rd down and 29 yards to go with 59 seconds left to go in the ball game. Baker leads this game by 7 points, a score of 13-6. And they're going to go air mail. You can book it. Bucky Richardson out of the shotgun again.
That's Big Matt Young, number 77, putting some pressure on Richardson. Richardson got the ball out here to number 37. That's Darrell Harris for the Bucks. He just dropped the ball. He had blockers in front of him. He might have picked up a few yards.
Well, that brings up a 4th down, Sid, with 42 seconds left to go in the game. It's 4th down and 29 yards to go. If Baker's defense they keep their head in the game, they ought to take possession after this down right here. It'd be hard to believe that Broadmoor, this late in the ball game with 42 seconds, with 1 down virtually to go, 1 down and 29 yards to go for a 1st down, will be able to get this. But I'm going to tell you, you can't take anything away from Bucky Richardson and his receivers. There's Bucky Richardson from the shotgun. Little toss over the middle. They're going to give him the short yardage. Good defense.
Good defense effort. Danny Allen, number 28's initial contact man, and he's the one that stopped him. That's it. Good defense on Baker. That turns the ball around, gives Baker the ball with 31 seconds left to go in the ball game. 31 seconds left to go in this ball game. Baker has the ball 1st and 10 on the Broadmoor 47-yard line. And
have we kept up with timeouts? Who's got how many timeouts left? Broadmoor has 1 timeout left, so Baker can virtually take the snap from center and fall down on the ball on 4 downs and run the clock out, Sid.
I'm sure they won't do anything to chance turning the ball over to Broadmoor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Friday night football here in Wedge County Stadium, the Baker Buffaloes will be victorious over the Broadmoor Buccaneers in the first postseason game of the state Quad A playoffs. They'll leave here victorious tonight by a score of 13-6. Broadmoor has 1 timeout. Whether they choose to use it or not, I doubt it, because it wouldn't do them any good at all, Sid, to take a timeout. The clock's running 13-12, 11 seconds, 10. You'll be able to hear the crowd. 9, 8. There's the crowd counting down now. 6, 5, 4,